Okay, hi. um, it's really silent without. Thank you for following. Okay. Let's turn on that. Sorry if my background music makes you fall asleep. It's very calming. I'm decent. Hi, welcome. I still was not very ready to start stream. I'm not used to having a schedule, especially when I'm trying to like juggle doing all these other types of content. I'm like, but I'm not done yet. Fine, I'll start the stream. I can record a few things on the stream. Thank you. Okay, which one did I change it to again? That's color. That's not. Don't turn off the music. That's cry. Which one did I press? I changed some of them. So there's color. There's no head pad. Where's head pad? There's no head pad apparently. There's only collar. Happy early birthday. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn off that one for now. SpongeBob. I was so worried, even though I'm like very certain that I turned off the NSFW toggle, I keep being worried I'm still gonna accidentally press it. Thank you for the head pats anyway. I'm never prepared. My cat is on my desk as usual. Well, here you can see on the floor, but the pony plushie in the background. Everyone or someone commented on my video thinking that was Forest Rain. That's my old pony OC. I remade it because it didn't feel very me anymore. So this background is old, but it's custom. That was the pony OC I made when I was 15 and edgy. I mean, I'm still a little bit edgy. But yeah. All the head pats. Oh yeah, I don't have Black in here because I started late and he went to bed. I was supposed to start earlier, but I wasn't ready. I'm still barely prepared, but that's okay. I can do this. Am I a good girl? Am I a good girl then? If you're head patting me, that means I'm a good girl, right? What? I feel like that would be a very random thing to just happen right now when I'm talking about ponies. I'm bestest girl, thank you. I try. I'm still in the process of getting my room tidy so that I can do this IRL. The one where they're ponies I like best. The Equestria girls I kinda There's a lot of MLP movies. The G5 one was actually decent, but it felt rushed. Like, the plot of it was just, we all hate each other a few minutes later. Well, it's like 1 hour, but a tiny bit later, they don't hate each other anymore because, Sunny said that they shouldn't, and a little bit too fast, I think. Yeah, I think, that one was good. What's her name? Tempest? I think that's her name. I just... Well, at times I thought the 3D animation mixed with the 2D looked a little bit off, but overall, the 2D part of the animation was really pretty, but the 3D part was kind of weird sometimes. Okay, I'll hydrate. And do Fluttershy say Happy Mondays? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. You said the voice actor name. Monday isn't very happy for most people, though, but maybe saying it in a Fluttershy voice will make it a little bit better. I mean, for me, Monday is just like any other day because I'm just at home working on content, but... Happy Monday, y'all! That's like a southern Fluttershy. Yeah, it sounds like when you put the... Or Happy Mondays. Sounds like y'all when you put Monday and all together. I would think it would be Happy Monday, every pony! Happy Monday, y'all! Yeah, I think every pony makes more sense. Okay, bye. I will stay safe, but I won't promise I'll stay safe for work. I'll behave here though, mostly. My cat is scratching at the door. All right. Well, last time I recorded a few comics, but okay, firstly, let's answer some questions. I'm doing good. How are you? Did you play on a soccer team back in school? Yes. I played on multiple. I played outside of school on a soccer team. Yeah. I played for a long time. I think I was in soccer for like 10 years. From grade 2 to 12. Well, ages 6 to 8, 8 to 18, yeah. And I played midfield usually. Either left or right wing, because I was really good at running. I had a lot of stamina. I was really good at long distance running, so I was put in the middle where I do both the defending and the offense. So midfield is like a support for both. You do everything. A bit of everything. But usually they have like they have a left midfield, a middle midfield, and a right midfield. I was usually one on the side. Usually we stayed on our side. Yeah. Just to work together. Yeah. Strategizing. And I had soccer practices 2 times a week and soccer games on weekends. And often school, I was so upset because school hardly ever, like, they would never have a soccer team. They'd always have like some other games like volleyball, which I suck at. And hockey. But my middle high school had they started a soccer team, so at that point I was playing on 2 soccer teams, one for school, one outside of school. But our school soccer team wasn't very good. I think it might have been because we were the only school district that had grade 7s in high school. All the rest started at grade 8, and my soccer team was all grade 7s except for like 2 people. I was grade 8, I think, and one person was grade 9. And all the other teams were made up of grade 8s and grade 9s, so we lost all the time. Also, a lot of people who were on the team weren't, like, they were new to it. I also, there ended up some years being, no soccer team for my age group in my city, so I had to go to the next city out to go to every single soccer practice. I was driven out half an hour for every soccer practice. And, one thing I hated about, our, how they ran soccer, where I was living, where they made us play in the winter in Canada, and it sucked. BC doesn't get, like, cold, but they make us play in shorts and a jersey. Like, we have to, in the freezing cold. And sometimes it gets to, like, -1. Sometimes the weather was crazy. That's one thing I hated about it, was the practices were even colder, but sometimes in practices I didn't have to wear my jersey to practice, so I wore warmer. Hi. But they would make us play in the worst weather, pouring rain and the snow. And often, below freezing temperatures. At least it wasn't cold. I feel like where I live now, they would not have soccer in the winter, because that would just that would be suicidal. Because it gets below -10 mostly all winter. I've been streaming for 5 years now. I wasn't really as consistent, but I was streaming a decent amount. I was actually streaming before that, but I wasn't, like, serious about it. Like, I did just voice streams even earlier than that. But content creation overall, I've been doing for 10 years. I've been doing voice acting very consistently, almost every day. For 10 years. Got a lot of practice. But yeah, what else was I gonna say about soccer? Oh yeah, at one point I was in Silver League. So there's, like, different leagues. There's, like, Bronze League, Silver League, and Gold League. And yeah, my team was on Silver League before. I tried out for Gold League, but I didn't get into it. Some years we were pretty good some years. But my school soccer team was terrible. All my childhood friends were into soccer. All my childhood friends were tomboys. Because we thought being girly was uncool. Only when it got to like high school that people started growing out of that. I used to never wear dresses or skirts or anything like that because I was self-conscious. I used to like only wear like hoodies all the time. That's all I'd wear. Hoodies and just jogging pants. I didn't used to care that much about my appearance, not until I started making content. But, well, on my last year of soccer, I played soccer in style. I tied my hair up in twin tails instead of a ponytail, and it was bright red, like this. Yeah. But I ended up quitting that team because I felt like I was so out of place. Like, I was bumped up to the adult team, like, as an 18-year-old, and, I was the youngest on the team and knew nobody, and I just felt really awkward because people hardly talked to me, and, like, everyone was friends with each other, and I just felt, like, really out of place there. Oh, and one time, I made an attempt to join a conversation and I ruined it. Because they were talking about something that I don't care about, like, okay, that's, for another question. Yeah, so the girls on my soccer team, they were talking about kids, and I tried to come and start join in the conversation, and I just, like, blurt out, I hate babies. And then I'm like, wait, that was stupid. I'm never gonna talk again. I mean, yeah, it would have been nice if, I got better at soccer. But no, I don't like children. No. I don't, like, hate them, but I don't want to deal with them. Honestly, I think I hate parents more than children. Parents are more annoying, and they're often the reason their kids are annoying. Parents are Karens a lot of the time. They think it's your job to take care of their kids. And, my parents give me a negative feeling about parents because I think a lot of parents are not very nice to their kids. I also can't see what, because a lot of parents act like kids are their property and that they can make their kids act however they want. They can just control their kids, like, as if their kids are objects. They don't, like, actually listen to them. Like, parents are really annoying a lot of the time. I hear, like, so many stories of people, like, so many people have had bad experiences with their parents. Like, good parents are rare. But yeah, I never want kids. I hate the idea of having kids for a lot of reasons. Firstly, I don't want to ruin my body. I don't have time to watch kids. I want to focus on my life, my content creation career. And I literally don't care about kids at all. I have like zero interest. There's like just no interest whatsoever. And I know I wouldn't properly take care of them either because like I don't have the time for that, so I know I wouldn't be a good parent. And I just got so mad when I was younger because everyone was just kept like trying to push this on me, and it just made me hate it even more to the point where like it just makes me angry. Yeah. Because I hated I think the first time when I realized no, I don't want kids ever was when I was 17. At that point, before that, I wasn't sure. But it was because of my ex. It was what my ex said. He said that his parents wanted me to give up voice acting because it wasn't family orientated, and that just like broke me. And like now the topic even is triggering to me, like if anyone even asks, it's like and like then I started like saying that I don't want kids, and no one would respect my opinion. They kept all being like, you'll change your mind and stuff like that, and it made me so angry. I also felt like I felt bad because my parents wanted me to have kids, but it's not about them. And also I have 2 siblings, so that they have 2 other people for that. Though I would feel really weird if my siblings had kids. It just feels weird. Like, honestly. I respect people's choices, but I feel awkward with, like, even if I have a friend who has kids, it feels awkward. Like, it just feels weird. But it's their choice. If that makes them happy, then I support them. There was another awkward moment where, so, this weird fan, yeah, at Sequestria Fest, they were trying to hook up with me. They just assumed that I was okay with that without me even agreeing to it. Hi. And they didn't tell me that they had a girlfriend and kids. Until I got there and like I met them in their room and there were kids there. This was like the most awkward thing ever. Maybe this might not have been the most awkward experience ever in my life because I've had a lot of awkward experiences, but it's up there. I don't know if this tops my family finding out that I'm an NSFW content creator. Oh, and his girlfriend was insane. She, even recently, she was in my server getting mad at me for talking badly about him. I forgot she was in my server. But she got banned as soon as she started making a paragraph threatening me for speaking up about him. Like, I don't know what she if she has some anger issues. Like, I don't know what she thinks she's gonna do about it because, like, clearly he was the creep. I'm telling everything as it was. I'm not the only one who found this guy to be a creep too. There's other people who think that as well, so it's not just me. It's also weird that she's defending him when he literally wanted to go behind her back. Literally. She should be mad at him, not me. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't even want to be part of any of this. He was just some crazy parasocial fan, and I used to be too nice to parasocial fans. I'm still nice to fans, but I'm careful about it. Yeah. It's not like it's impossible to become friends with a fan, but there's a lot of, like, it just, oftentimes, the way they think of me is just not normal. It's just a weird relationship. Like, they're obsessed with the person they see online, and they don't, like, realize that I'm a person behind that. Like, they're just obsessed with the way I act online. I am pretty open about myself, but I often, like, play up, like, being positive and stuff. Like, I will vent about things and whatever occasionally, but, like, I play up the being positive and being entertaining, so it's not, like, really what they see in my content isn't fully me. I get jealous of people sometimes, but I've mostly gotten over it. I don't get as jealous as I used to. Yeah, sometimes I'm too open, but the thing is, when I vent, no one wants to hear about it. Like, you see, I do talk about myself, but that doesn't get any engagement. The fans just look at what they like. They miss that part. Like, the fans will just look at, like, they'll see me the way they want to see me. Like, if I vent, it really doesn't get that much engagement. But if I thirst tweet, everyone interacts with that, and that's, like, all they care about. Like, even making people interested in watching me on Twitch is hard, because all they want to see is my lewd content. And then some of them think they're in love with me, but that's all they know about me. Crazy people. Like, I've had to, like, just, ignore it because, like, as long as I make content, there's always going to be stupid people. There's still weird people on the safe for work side. They're everywhere. It doesn't matter what I do. Hi. Though they're often weird in different ways. Yeah, that's why I get nervous to stream, because I'm like scared I'm gonna have to deal with an annoying person, and that's hard. Oh, there was one person who literally, I think they're gone now because I timed them up and I think they just ditched. I don't know if they're gonna come back. Because like 3 streams in a row, they were begging for something I said, I wasn't going to do for free, but they just ignored that, and next stream came back and asked the same thing again. They were asking for a very specific ASMR request, and like, the first time they asked, I said, I don't do requests for free. They ignored that, and the next, I also told them that I don't even know the character they're asking for. But the next stream, they come back and they ask, did you forget to do it? It's like, I said I wasn't going to do it, what? And then, like, I thought they were gonna be done with it by the second time they were asking. But then they come back the next stream and they ask again, worded the same exact way. Did you forget to do it? It's like, I literally told you twice already. It's like, they don't listen at all. And then by that point, I timed them out and I think they ditched. Because I haven't heard from them since. The issue with these annoying people is they think I'm being mean to them too, like when they're like, clearly they deserved it. But they'll think in their head that I'm just being mean to them for not giving them like unlimited chances. I already gave them more chances than they deserved. Yeah, honestly, I think they might be a minor based on how they act. A lot of them with that, like, who act weird like that, I'm pretty sure they're kids. But some of them are just adults who never grew up, who never matured. Like, because if I've asked their age and they're like, some of them are older than me and they never grew up. Yeah, there's a lot of adults who are like really dumb. So it's not always obvious that someone is a minor, because it could be a minor, but it could also just be a really dumb adult. I mean, it's okay to be childlike as long as it's only like in the quirky, non-toxic ways. Like, if you like a child shows or whatever, that's fine. Like, that's the good type of childlike. If you're like playful and fun, that's fine. But if you're stupid, if you like... Oh, there was one person who, like, some of these people, like, some of my fans just can't get the hint what I'm trying to hint at. Oh, it's a bad time of month. They're like, what do you mean? I have to like write it out for them. Like, Like, they just won't catch on to what I'm trying to say. I just have to, like, be completely specific. And even when I was completely specific to someone, they said, oh, I thought you only get that when you're younger. I thought... This person was 26 years old. They thought it was a thing you get once and never again. But I actually don't get it anymore because of birth control. Because of being on birth control for a long period of time, it just stops. Which is nice. But yeah, some guys are weird. One guy on my Snapchat, he heard that I didn't want kids, so he asked like a really personal question, like, oh, if someone wanted kids, would you put an egg into a surrogate? I'm like, what the heck, that's so awkward and weird. Like, you don't ask that to someone who doesn't know you. It's like, you don't ask that to someone who, like, literally hardly knows you, who you're literally just paying to talk to. And they said, this is the problem with having a paid Snapchat. These people take me talking to them way too seriously. Like, they get super parasocial. Like, they pay to talk to me, so I'm being nice to them, but they take it way too seriously. Way too quickly. Like, I reply to them one time and they instantly think I'm in love with them. It's like, what? Oh, no period is nice for content because it messes up my content. I can't make, well, certain types of content during this. But yeah, I'm pretty open. I'll just openly talk about these things, so yeah. But even like, it's actually really hard to weird me out, so these people... Like, these people are like next level crazy. Like, I've heard everything at this point, but some people still manage to surprise me. I mean, I've never used, I don't know. I try not to pay attention to stupid people who think stupid things. I don't follow, people. I don't pay attention to people with stupid political views. It's just like, I mute most of it. Like, I don't want to hear about American politics. I'm Canadian, and also they've done a good job of pissing Canadians off, even more than they already did. But yeah, I try to stay out of it. Yeah, I have so many things muted because I just don't want to see it. I want to focus on my content. People be dumb. Unfortunately, I can't fix them. I'm honestly scared to go to America now. Like, I've never been so nervous to go to travel to America before this year. I mean, I've always been nervous to travel to America, but this year it's like, I'm just super nervous. The only reason I go to America is because there's a lot of cons there and a lot of content creators who I like to interact with who live there. But I would love if they just all came here. That would be better. Yeah. I've only had one person visit here so far, and it's my partner from the UK. Well, some people came over to Anime North, but it's rare. For some reason, they don't want to leave. They don't want to leave America. They want me to go there. But I mean, a lot of the people who I used to interact with turned out to be jerks, so we're not even friends anymore. I had to make a whole bunch of new friends. Because I wasted so much time on jerks. I don't like being at cons alone. I used to go to like all the pony cons, but I started feeling like not great about it. About that community, like it just a lot of the people in it just like upset me. It was going great for a bit, but then like everyone just I thought it was going great, but then it turned out that a lot of people were not great people. Yeah, now I'm more careful about who I interact with because of cons as well. I don't trust people. What about dating? I don't know where that came from. I'm confused. Oh, wait, is it because I said my partner? Is that why? Because I mentioned my partner? Okay, it's not that big of a deal. I was just confused. I have two partners currently. I am poly. I feel more okay. I feel more open about it, but when like, a few years back, I was really, really nervous of what people thought of me for being poly, that everyone was just gonna be so confused. I was, like, so worried that, like, people were gonna be really nosy. They, like, see me at cons with multiple people. They're like, don't you? I'm worried that they're gonna be thinking, like, wait, but she has she has a boyfriend and like people not minding their own business. It says in my bio though, so people should get it. It's weird. Some people who like I hardly know are really weirdly nosy about it. Like it made them angry for some reason. It's like, I don't even know you. Why does this matter? Yeah, I'm trying to be better about like, it's gotten better since I closed my DMs to people I don't follow. I don't get all these crazy people, but occasionally I follow the wrong person, but as soon as they start getting crazy, I unfollow and block the DMs. So, yeah, I'm safer. I'm more protected from those weirdos. One person who used my voice in an animation, some animations recently annoyed me because like I was venting and they were being like, they came off super like uncaring, like I was just pointing out that I had less money than usual, and I think they said multiple things that I think they said multiple things that came off very like what's the word? Tone deaf, I think. Like I unfollowed them because they said, "Oh, maybe it's time to get a job." It's like that's literally what people who are like rude and hate on me say. It's like that's not something to say at that time. And then when I said I didn't like it, they were arguing about it. And so I unfollowed them. It's like that is, yeah. There's a reason why that's triggering to me, because people always are like rude to e-girls like that, or like get a job. It's always like, it's really rude. I'm not even like, I'm not doing that badly. I just said that I'm making less than usual, and they're like, I feel like they're salty or something, like... Like, some people are just always negative. They never have anything nice to say, and I feel it comes from they're, like, not happy about their own life, so they don't like other people being happy. And yeah, I've never been able to get another job, but I've never had to, but I've tried before because I thought, like, if worst case I would, but I wasn't even accepted anyways because I was too shy and awkward. Like, my job pays more than, even when I'm making less than usual, I still make more than any of those minimum wage jobs, so it's like, why would I? I don't have time to listen to people's bitterness. I'm not their therapist. I used to try to listen to people, but it was just a waste of time. Because they never change. They never learn. When I try to give them advice, they just ignore it all. I didn't have any job. Well, I immediately became a full-time content creator, so I had no reason to. Even though my parents had no faith in me, I was still doing decently with no internet at home because they were mad at me and trying to screw me over. Well, I I try to not give people unsolicited advice because I know that annoys me when like I didn't ask for advice. Sometimes when people are venting, they don't want you to tell them what to do, they just want you to listen. But sometimes like people are venting about things that they could change because they're venting about problems that they are causing by how they act, but they refuse to change. Well, sometimes sometimes I'm open to advice. It really depends. And usually I prefer advice from people I'm closer to. But sometimes, like, people online, like, I'll vent about something and people will just keep giving me advice that I already know and already am trying, and that gets a little bit annoying. I don't like when people are like act all know-it-all, but they're not even content creators. You know, like, or they're beginner content creators and they try to tell me how to do things better. It's like, you don't even know what you're doing. How are you supposed to give me advice? I think some people act all high and mighty because they're insecure. Like, I was a little bit like that when I started, but I was 15 years old, so I wasn't like fully thinking yet, so. I haven't played Repo yet. But yeah, when I first started, I acted like I thought I was like the greatest thing ever because I was jealous. That's often where it comes from. You try to act like you're better than others because you're jealous. You act like a know-it-all and you try to give people who are more experienced than you advice. Yeah, that's why I only ask for advice on topics I'm really unfamiliar with, because like on social media, because like I know if I ask for advice on certain topics, I'm gonna get all the responses of people trying to give me advice, but they have no idea what they're talking about. Like, they'll all try to give me advice that I already know because I'm more experienced. Sometimes I feel like I accidentally do that. So I pay a lot of attention to how I'm acting. I'm like very self-conscious. I think that's how I like grew to be a better person, because I'm always paying attention to how I'm acting and like questioning if I'm acting in the right way. And I always imagine, like, I think of other people as like, how would I feel? Like, imagine if I was them. I still don't always say the right thing. Sometimes. But at least I admit it. Some people will never admit to being wrong, no matter what. Well, I think anyone can learn how to voice act if they have enough patience to practice. I've been practicing for 10 years, so it's like hearing from someone who's like hardly practiced before, being like, I can't do it, it's like, but I've been doing this for 10 years and you expect to be on my level. Thank you. I'm glad you like my OC. It's actually based on me in real life. But yeah, I used to be... Like, looking back at how I acted when I was a beginner... I'm like, yeah, I can see it in other people now. I can be like, wow, I was so annoying back then. Like, people who haven't got this far don't get it yet. They don't realize how much effort it actually takes. But I like using the model because, well, it's easier than showing my real self, and I just like both. I like being an anime girl sometimes. But the reason I do VTuber more often is because IRL is hard to set up and I get nervous. I get way more nervous showing my real self. Thank you. I'm glad you like my voice acting. But yeah, I've been practicing voice acting almost every day for like 10 years, so when someone expects to be as good as me instantly, it feels kind of insulting, honestly. But I remember I used to be like that. I didn't think about how much effort people who've been doing it for a while put into it. I'm trying to learn art as well. I'm not very good at it yet, but I know that it takes effort to get good at something. Some people, like, they don't have the patience to put in the effort. They just won't try. It's like, you have to. You have to start bad to get good. Thank you. Yeah, I kind of get annoyed when like random people criticize my voice on videos, especially when it's like, it's never people who are actually experienced voice actors, because people who are experienced voice actors don't criticize me because they know how hard it is. It's always people who've like never tried it before, or they're like just started trying to voice act and they for some reason think they're an expert. Because of insecurity that gives them a too big ego. Yeah, because it's like, it's never people who would actually give me useful advice who are giving me the advice. They don't even give advice, they just say that, oh, it doesn't sound exactly like this character, that's not really helpful. Impressions are not easy. And yeah, I know, like, I'm even aware that, like, not all my voices are perfect. That's why I'm practicing them, to get them better. Yeah, they don't even, like, they're really unhelpful. Like, they're usually like, they don't even know how to do it themselves, and they like... Oh, and some people are weird where they think like being... there's been some crazy people who are just super entitled, like, content creators make perfect content for me. I'm not gonna support you, but make perfect content for me. Oh, some of them think that their opinion is like the only valid opinion. They're just random people on the internet. It's like, they're the only one who thinks that opinion, but they think they're more valid than anyone else. Some of them have given me like the most trash opinions ever that like literally make no sense. Like, I've replied to some of them before, like, explaining things. It's like, some of their opinions make 0 sense whatsoever. Oh, they told me that their example of good voice acting, they showed me a video of a parody that was intentionally supposed to be bad voice acting. Like, what? Like, oh, you should sound more like this, and the video they sent was a parody video that was intentionally mocking the character and sounded nothing like the character. Like, what they said was, like, they were criticizing my Pinkie Pie voice, and then I asked them why they thought that, and then, they gave me an example of good voice acting. It was Rainbow Dash Presents. Like, what? Like, I mean, it's fun, but it's not an example of good voice acting. Like, the voice acting is intentionally silly. They compared my porn voice acting to that. It's like, what? You want me to, like, make a parody of it? That's not exactly what I was going for. It wasn't supposed to be silly, it was supposed to be hot. Oh, this person just hated when impressions weren't like 100% accurate, which is impossible, honestly. No one's gonna sound exactly the same. Like, I can say my Pinkie Pie voice is very, very accurate compared to a lot of other people's impressions. Like, there's not a lot of people who can do it better than me, so, like, they have really high standards. Like, I always get cast in these things because I'm always the most accurate. And yeah, often it's not about being accurate. Often it's more about having acting skills. But, I mean, that's what they were trying to say, but their comparison made no sense. Like, they wanted me to make a silly voice for Pinkie Pie's sexy video? Yeah, that makes so much sense. And it doesn't matter, like, if I was worrying about being perfect, I'd literally quit making content. I wouldn't post anything if I wanted to make everything I posted perfect, because it's impossible. Just post stuff. More content is better than worrying about being perfect. And also you need to do not post not perfect stuff before you can post really good stuff. And if you don't, you're never going to get better because you're just gonna be stuck being like, I'm not good enough, so you're not even gonna like, you need to actually do it in order to get better. I have no idea what that person in YouTube chat is going on about. They're just saying really random things that don't relate. I'm glad you think I'm interesting. Yes, I'm aware that it's a quote, but and it's true, but how exactly does it relate to the things I was talking about? Alright, anyway, I'm gonna go to the washroom. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna stream for that long because I put off the stream because I wanted to do other stuff, and I also want to take some pictures today, but I need to do that before I'm tired. Or I'm gonna have eye bags. Oh, that's something that I excelled at, emotions. I think it's because I'm a naturally emotional person. That's what I would always show off, that I can do emotions well, because not a lot of people can. I was proud of that. At one point I became emotionless, and it was like, I felt the worst I ever felt. I needed to get out of that slump to feel better and be more open about my emotions. That's why I'm so open now, because it makes me feel better. Having people listen. Being closed off doesn't feel very good. Society sucks. They teach you unhealthy habits. I mean, I'm on anxiety medication. Well, technically, it's for anxiety and depression, but yeah. I've been feeling way better lately. But the thing with me is, I've always been an overly emotional person, but then the criticism I got for being too emotional made me, like, hold it in, which made me feel terrible, so I had to learn to show it again, because with people who are actually nice and understanding, It was the people who were the problem. Yeah, I get emotional easy, and I used to be really ashamed of it, but I'm not really that ashamed anymore because people don't judge me anymore. People are more understanding. And if people do judge me, they're assholes who I don't want to interact with. Interact with good people. There's a lot of people in the world. No need to interact with assholes. That took me a while to learn. That I don't need everyone to be like me. I don't need to be friends with everyone. Oh yeah, I think that is something I do. I think I'm overthinking things. I think that like when it came to like me being really upset about cons, I felt like everyone didn't like me, and I don't think that's true. It was just like my head overthinking it. Like I felt like no one wanted me around. Just because of having issues with a few people, like having problems with one person makes it feel like everyone doesn't like you, which is not true. So you used to be an asshole. No offense. Assholes can change if they want to. I think, yeah, especially when you're younger, it's really bad because kids are really not very understanding, but it doesn't help that parents are like also not very understanding. Oftentimes even worse than the kids. Oftentimes they're the reason that kids are not understanding because parents teach their kids bad things, teach their kids to not respect others. I didn't judge anyone because I was the one being judged. I was literally the loner who felt like I was on the opposite end. I couldn't judge anyone because I was the one who felt like the outcast. I don't even know if people were judging me as much as I thought people were judging me though. I think a few people were, but I don't think everyone was. Like, that was just in my head. I was a Yaoi fangirl. And a Yuri fangirl. But that was cool in my school. I don't know. At least when I got older, these things were considered cool when I was in later high school. And that's when I started standing out. It was actually MLP that made me stop caring what people think. And then I realized people like me more when I don't blend in because if I blend in, nobody notices me. That's why I was a loner, because I didn't stand out and I didn't talk to people because I was scared of being judged, but that caused me to not make any friends. I had a girl. I sort of had a girlfriend for a bit, but we didn't end up meeting because she ended up breaking up, so it didn't last long. Usually I don't do online relationships until I meet people because that generally is what happens. It generally doesn't last. But I'm very mature when it comes to ending relationships. Generally, it's usually the other side that isn't mature about it. Like, I would 100% stay friends with anyone after, but a lot of them are not mature enough to do that. But it was dumb of me to even give them a chance, like, because a lot of these people, they were jerks, so they didn't actually deserve it, so I'll stay friends with them if they're not jerks. I used to avoid all relationships because I was afraid that it was gonna ruin our friendship, because like to me friendship is better than nothing, but some people are really immature about it and self-centered. And like they care more about how they feel than the other person feels. If you love them, you would want what's best for them. Otherwise, you just wanted them to make you happy. No one should ever, like, be forced to change for someone. And just find someone who works with your lifestyle. If you don't work together, then just be friends. Dating is a big choice, and you shouldn't make it lightly. Like, if you're expecting to spend the rest of your life with someone, you shouldn't just like choose a random person. You need to choose someone who works with you, like, who wants what you want. Yeah, relationships are kind of overrated. Like, friendships, a lot of people are. Relationships are nice, yeah, that's why I have 2 of them, but a lot of people are only trying to get into a relationship. They're obsessed with trying to find a girlfriend or something, and they don't even care about trying to make friends. It's like, that should come first before thinking about a relationship. You should be looking for friends, and then from there you might find someone you like. You should not date a random person. You should get to know them as a friend first to see if you work together. A lot of guys online are wondering why trying to date random strangers isn't working, why they never get a partner. When they literally just ask random people, like, they don't even, like, spend the time to get to know someone. It's like, that makes girls feel like you only care to see them as objects. That's why no girls like you. This is what some guys do. They'll literally only interact with a girl because they hope to date her, and then if they realize she's not interested, they'll ditch. But that's not how it works. Like, she's not gonna be interested unless you get to know her as, like, unless she feels that you care about her for more than just that. That's why they keep failing, because girls can tell that they don't actually care. I don't usually judge people for anything. Like, I only judge people for being jerks for, like, reasonable reasons. or being creepy and stuff like that. Those are the only reasons I judge people. Or if they have an opinion, yeah, if there's someone who is who doesn't respect other people, who like has beliefs that go against other people's happiness. I don't like people with certain opinions that, yeah. Like, I don't like people who have opinions like people have to be this way. People aren't allowed to act different than that. It's not that hard to get I guess it depends where you are. It was really easy for me to get medication, and I wish I did it sooner. But I guess it might be harder depending like which country you live in or something. I don't know. I only know what it's like in my country. Literally all I had to do was text the Maple site saying that I wanted anxiety medication. Like, okay, here's your prescription. And you don't have to pay for it either. That's only an American thing. So in America you have to pay to use the Maple app, but if you're Canadian and you have a Canadian medical ID, you don't have to pay for it. So yeah. But what I figured out, you have to log in on the site to get it for free. Though sometimes medication still costs a little bit, but it's way less than the stuff that is too expensive is covered. I avoid people who get angry easily because like it's been a problem with that's what's ruined a lot of my friendships, them having anger problems. I know that like some people might not have a lot of control, but they need to like get help with that. Like, it's not fair to take it out on me. And also, the thing is, when people get mad at me for like stupid, they're not even sorry about it either. That's what really ruins it. They're like, they're what's the word for it? They don't want to hurt their ego by being sorry. By being sorry and admitting that they were mean. That's what ruins it. Like, if they were mature, they might have been able to work it out. They might have been able to fix it. Like, if they like if they got mad, but then they after said sorry about it, that would fix it. But the problem is, a lot of them will not be sorry no matter what. I have some stuff to work. I could work on it on stream, but I think I feel like working off stream right now. I delayed the stream because I didn't feel like it that much, but I still decided, yeah, I'll do it still. Mostly just talking. The stream is, sometimes it's just mostly talking. It depends if chat is very active. If chat is not very active and quiet, I have stuff prepared so that, like, I know what I have stuff to do. That's the issue with doing just chatting streams. Like, if you don't have an active chat, it's like there's awkward silence and you don't know what to talk about. That's why I have questions prepared, and then I also do, I do the voice acting and the editing because if I'm making content, I might as well stream doing it. And maybe I will record a bit. I forgot I needed to go to the washroom. I said that a while ago. I'm also sorry for ranting so much. That just happens. Well, I'll just talk about whatever's on my mind to keep the conversation going. Okay, I'll stay a bit longer and work on stuff. If I'm gonna work on stuff, anyways, I might as well just do it on stream. Okay, that is not the one I meant to open. We're done with that one for now. Okay, I'll save it. I don't really need to because I already sent it, but there it is. Well, thank you for following. There's a just need to find the voice I did for that. I need a refresher. of what I did for this character.
It was so fun. It was so...
I am doing a comic dub for someone. I'm doing decent. My phone died. I need that. I use it to read the script off of. Kitty, don't interfere. Okay.
Fun. I'm also sleepy. And you can each?
This voice isn't gonna be totally accurate, but they cast me for it.
It was so fun. I'm also...
I need a refresher. Oh, let me actually... I need a refresher of what this voice sounds like.
Whoa! Did you see that? Where did it strike? Piping hot. Trust me, my surfboard's got the speed.
I wasn't completely accurate, but
It was so...
it's pretty off, but they cast me for it, so good enough. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to... My phone died, so I couldn't...
What you need? Shoot, I'm too pumped up from dancing at the bonfire.
Okay, her voice is high-pitched, but it... Okay, fine, I'll just read this off of here. Kitty, you're in the way. Yeah, I haven't gotten that far into Genshin, so I don't know these characters that well, but I was still cast as them. Okay, bye. Kitty, he's on my lap. He's so clingy. Okay.
There goes my sleep for the night.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get into character.
It was so...
I've carefully
It was so
everything
fun.
I celebrate.
Phew. Phew. It was so fun today. But I'm also sleepy. And you, Kniech?
From the shop, from the variety dancing. the Night Kingdom, the mysterious island.
Okay.
Phew. 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 It was so fun today, but I'm also sleepy. And you, Kniech?
I'm not gonna be that accurate, but right now I'm just getting into character.
Phew. It was so fun. It was so fun today. But I'm also sleepy. And you, Kniech?
I'd say that definitely makes us compete.
Phew.
Okay, first line first.
Okay. Okay. Sleep well?
Kachina, I think. I'm gonna have to look up how to pronounce that so I don't mess it up. Okay, specifically,
Stay tuned. What you're looking for. More character.
no. You just give me
Make sure to stay tuned. We got them all. Stay
no.
tuned.
How to pronounce. That's not helpful. Kachina. Yeah, Kachina. Wait, Kachina? Ka, I think. I think. Okay, I'm gonna need to listen to the voice again.
Companions who can trust each other.
Kitty's giving me allergies, but I took an allergy pill already.
Okay. 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 Sleep well? Sleep well, Kachina?
It's not the easiest first line.
Okay. Sleep well, Kachina? Okay. Sleep well, Kachina? Phew. It was so fun today, but I'm also sleepy. And you, Kniech? Phew. It was so fun today, but I'm also sleepy. And you, Kniech? You aren't? You aren't? You aren't? You aren't?
Okay, getting into character.
Okay, sleep well, Kachina. Okay, sleep well, Kachina. Phew, it was so fun today, but I'm also sleepy. And you, Kniech? You aren't? You aren't? You aren't? You aren't? You aren't? Phew, it was so fun. Phew, it was so fun today, but I'm also sleepy. And you, Kniech? Okay.
Kitty, be quiet.
Okay, sleep well. Okay, sleep well, Kachina. Okay, sleep well, Kachina. Okay, sleep well, Kachina. Okay, sleep well, Kachina. Phew.
Kitty, stop meowing.
Okay, sleep well, Kachina. Okay, sleep well, Kachina. Phew, it was so fun today, but I'm also sleepy. And you, Kanichi? Phew, it was so fun today, but I'm also sleepy. And you, Kanichi? Phew, it was so fun today, but I'm also sleepy. And you, Kanichi? You aren't? 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 You aren't?
Okay.
You aren't? You aren't? You aren't? No, nothing. It's just... no, nothing. It's just...
Yep.
No, nothing. It's just... no, nothing. It's just... You seem so naked without your headband. It looks strange. You seem so naked without your headband. It looks strange. I thought your forehead would be bigger. I thought your forehead would be bigger. I thought your forehead would be bigger. You seem so naked without your headband. It looks strange. You seem so naked without your headband. You seem so naked without your headband. It looks strange. I thought your forehead would be bigger. I thought your forehead would be bigger. No, nothing. It's just... no. No, nothing. It's just... You seem so naked without your headband. It looks strange. I thought your forehead would be bigger. 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 I thought your forehead would be bigger.
Okay. I do the lines a lot, over and over again a lot.
No, nothing. It's just... no, nothing. Okay, sleep well, Kachina.
Kitty.
Okay, sleep well, Kachina. Okay, sleep well, Kachina. Okay.
Anyways, I'm kind of hungry, so I think I'm gonna end the stream.